Talk, the card game. As far as the makeup, what I'll be using today, it's gonna be mostly, most likely it'll be Morphe. My eyebrows, I'll be doing an Anastasia brow pomade. It's dip brow. I have Morphe primer, and then I have a Sephora brush. So I'm gonna pull a card out. It's this one. How would you describe your spending habits? Okay, so me personally, I've always been a very frugal person, because I think it's because I came from a family where she would just go and get what she wanted. Granted, she made the money, you know, when you look at like pay stubs and such, she made the money to be able to do it, but they were just not very healthy spending habits. In my life, I had a son kind of young, and I also had a finance background, so I was a saver. And so I would like to believe that my spending habits, going back to the question, are need to have. So what does that mean? Need to have to me means I'm not gonna go and buy clothes because I have a coupon and they sent me that text message and I have the stupid bucks that go along with it. I don't need to have it then. Need to have means you literally have a hole in your shoe and you need some shoes. Since, and look at my eyebrows, y'all. Since the pandemic, I've become more and more like my mother, where I just want to feel some kind of comfort. So I go on these retail therapy, kicks, where I'll go months and months without getting anything, like I said, and then all of a sudden, I'll buy 5 pair of shoes. But you know what the worst part about it is? I get all these shoes in the pandemic. Got one place to go. That don't make no sense. From 1 to 10, how happy are you? Explain. I would say I am a 5. I'd say I'm a 5, and explain. So, I think that I can do a better job with my Christian walk, which I believe will then fuel some of the other things within my happiness. Let's go to the next question. So we went ahead and moisturized, did my brows. I'm gonna go ahead and put on this primer. So as far as these cards were concerned, I seen them on Instagram, and I'm only putting like that much. That might actually be a lot. Seen the game on Instagram. You know how you're scrolling and all, it's like those sponsors or whatever ads, and so I was like, you know what? They had a man and a woman, going. I'm playing the game together, and you click more if you want to purchase it, and I click it, and it allowed me to purchase it through Amazon. Have you ever had a one-night stand? If so, would you ever have one again? Why or why not? Yes, I have had a one-night stand. Would I ever have one again? I just don't think so. In the season of my life, I would. I'm just not into it. And why not? Just because I just feel like I don't want to. I feel like the season of life I'm in, a one-night stand is fast food, right? You just have a quick appetite, you're hungry, you want to go grab something to eat real quick. And it tastes good because you were hungry. But literally an hour later, you're going to be hungry again. So basically, it does not feed the soul, and I want some soul food, okay? That is to answer that question. And next card. How would you feel if your significant other stayed in contact with an ex? It really depends upon the way the relationship is with that person. I wouldn't trip that much. But there's just levels and boundaries that just have to be established in order for me not really to trip. So I'm not going to be, if I'm insecure in my relationship, then I wouldn't like it. But if I'm secure in the relationship, it wouldn't bother me, because I would know that that person values the relationship that we have enough that they aren't going to jeopardize it. So I think that I'm going to go more with, I might not like it at first, but it's really going to depend upon how I feel about the relationship with me and that person. So that's that. This one's deep. Okay. Are you currently dating with marriage in mind, or dating for fun, or casually? Excuse me. I am dating for marriage. What's your honest opinion about me? This is when I have to ask someone else. If I were to ask me in the mirror, what's my honest opinion about me? My honest opinion about me is that I do not love myself the way I want to. I say that because I put myself last for a lot of things. And I just think that if I really were to put myself selfishly first, I would be able to get all the dreams that I ever wanted. I'd aspire, all those dreams I aspire, they would come to pass. Your partner doesn't look quite the way they did when you first started dating. How do you handle it? Have a hard conversation. Have a very hard conversation. It's like, hey, I love you. I want us to continue to grow together. And in order for me to do this, I have to have a hard conversation with you. I feel like you are letting yourself go, but I want to be able to continue to find you physically attractive. And if that means we do things together, I'm your teammate, let's do it. And then plan that this might go bad. This conversation might go left. So, but it's better to have the conversation and it go left because you tried, then it not work out, and you decide that you find yourself with a wandering eye. Like, there's nothing respect about that, in my opinion. If your credit score was a person, describe what kind of person it would be. They are middle-aged woman. They're not quite a white woman. But I'm working on it. It looks, I'm happy to say it looks good. We ain't in the 800s yet, but I'll get a nice interest rate. I'll say that. If your significant other presents you with a prenup before your wedding, would you sign it? Why or why not? I think I would be upset because I feel like if we are about to get married and this is the first that's coming up, why is it that you're only now talking to me about this? Why have we not discussed this beforehand? I'm not getting married for money. You might be a little upset if I present you with a prenup before we get married, okay? How about that? Next. What's your thoughts on casual sex? But I just think that I've been there and it was never anything that was good for me. So I don't necessarily like casual sex. It's not for me. This one's deep too. Do you watch porn? If so, what's your favorite kind of porn to watch? Do you feel porn is appropriate to watch while in a relationship? We'll come back to this one a little later, just because I'm still new here and I don't need nobody, flagging my daggone video and nobody gets to see it. You feel me? Let's go into this one. And I'll tell y'all, you can follow me on my Instagram and I'll have this picture posted and we'll have the conversation there, okay? What is your ultimate relationship deal breaker? So for me, it's gonna be cheating. I'll never be able to trust you again. And I don't wanna have to have a relationship with someone I don't trust. And I won't be able to trust you. And I don't wanna become insecure where I'm feeling like, what was it about me? That has nothing to do with you at all. So stop thinking like that. Period. Poo. Next. What are 3 of your top pet peeves when it comes to the opposite sex? I don't like smokers. I don't. So 1, smokers. 2, people aren't deep, Sometimes people are about as deep as a puddle. I want to be able to have conversations like this with my mate. And I don't like someone who turns their head. Okay, so I don't like someone that's turning their head all the time. Someone walk by, ooh, I don't like it. Like a natural flirt is one thing. And I don't really care for that either. Like I said before, I'm someone that's stingy about mine. I want to know that. Now, when you by yourself, go ahead, turn, all that stuff. I better not see you do it though. I have a pet peeve about a man that does not. Yeah, I don't really think I don't have many that I've noticed. So, what's most important to you, sex or intimacy? Intimacy, 100%. Period. For me. It's the intimacy for me. I guess I'm someone looking for a fairy tale. And I'll keep looking or waiting. Next. What is your life's passion? And does what you do for a living currently fit it? Why or why not? I don't think that what I'm currently doing fits my life's passion, and I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. Next. Okay, do you consider yourself religious? How important is it that your significant other believes what you do spiritually? It's 100% important to me, and I am religious. It's 100% important for me because I believe in prayer, and when I'm down and upset, I want to be able to have the faith that my husband or my mate I can come to him, tell him what it is I'm going through, and know that he'll go to God in prayer for me. And that, you know, at night when I'm praying for him, he's praying for me. So it's 100%. It's no question. It's very important for me. From 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself as a potential marriage partner and why? So, rate yourself as a potential marriage partner and why? I'm going to give myself a 6. And why? Why? Because while I know I can do certain things, like I can do the cooking and the cleaning, and, you know, I can love very well, I don't know when it comes to the open-mindedness and 100% of the compromise. I don't know that I'm 100% there yet. I can compromise, but I feel like I need that person to compromise just as much. I don't want to be at a place where I feel like I'm the only one bending. And I'm sure that in marriage, there's seasons where you have to just do it just because, you know, just because. I think that's what it is. I feel like so often people think that with marriage, it's just going to be 100% great, and that, you know, like that's the goal, and after that you don't have to work anymore. I'm just thinking of the times where, like, the cards before where it was like, all right, I love you now, I look different, and you're coming to me talking about, babe, you know, gain some weight, I need you to lose some. How will I feel after I've been working and cleaning and cooking and hear that message? Will I be able to be the spiritual woman that I'm supposed to be and work at it because this is a concern my husband has? Will I compromise my own feelings and be like, look, he's coming to me with a concern? Will I be in my feelings? That's why. And then, like, will I be able to be the person praying for him the same way I want for him? So I just really want to be the woman that I want in my husband, and I don't believe I'm there yet. So that's why I give myself a 6. But I would not say a 2 or 3 at all. Just a 6. So I'm just trying to become the woman I want. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna finish up. Thank y'all for joining me today with my date night edition Let's Talk card game.